Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tidbits. I'm Julie Phelan, your host. Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another show about tidbits. I'm Julie Phelan with Julie Talks Money, and I bring you tidbits daily. I try, but it's not always there, but at least several a week. And I try to give you some information that is good for your use. And today is, woohoo, Financial Friday. Yay, Financial Friday. Financial Friday basically is the day that we're going to be talking about different things having to do with finance, as opposed to some of the other things that I talk about, which could be, it could be real estate, it could be Bitcoin, it could be all kinds of different things. It could be about coronavirus or COVID, stimulus checks, accounting. Oh my gosh, a whole bunch of different things, and hopefully you'll enjoy it, whatever it is. But anyway, today, again, it is Financial Friday. So I want to talk to you about who's who in the zoo. It's kind of like a part of a series that I'm doing. It's Who's Who in the Zoo, and this one is kind of a little bit about financial advisors and stuff. There's a lot of different financial advisors on the internet and on YouTube, and we call them YouTubers, basically. The biggest one out there probably is Graham Stephan. And he's a great guy. I love him, love the stuff that he talks about with real estate, and there's nothing wrong with him except that, he was a kid who barely graduated high school by his own admission, and he got into real estate at the age of 18 or 19. He's become very successful since then, and he is a tremendous YouTuber and YouTube personality and monetizing his site to the point where he's not doing that much with real estate anymore, and obviously he's investing his money, but he is telling you basically stuff that he knows based on his experience and talking to other people. Now, I don't know if he's the right person to be giving advice on stocks and bonds, on other types of investing, talking about credit cards and which credit cards to use. That's a great thing. I'll probably be doing that too. He's probably getting a kickback or he's getting an affiliate fee for that, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But basically, it's kind of random financial advice. You know what I mean? Now, there's another thing on YouTube called the Minority Report. I like that one a lot better because that is actually done by an attorney. So he actually is a little bit more qualified to talk about some of the things that he does talk about. But even he says that he's just a random YouTuber. He's online and he's sharing some information, but he is a YouTuber. And if you want specific advice, yeah, you probably need to call him directly. Do that. Another interesting character is a guy called My Kevin, or Ask Kevin. He used to have Meet Kevin for his moniker and his website. Again, is another person who graduated high school, never went to college, made a great success in real estate, and he talks about a lot of stuff with real estate. Now he's teaching different things having to do with real estate and real estate investing, which is great because he's got some qualifications in that. I do too. We both do that same kind of thing and talk about investing and talk about real estate. However, that doesn't indicate that he'd be a really successful advisor on stocks and bonds or an advisor or a recommender on the Federal Reserve System and the banking system. He's not an economist. Now, I'm not criticizing either of those guys. I can learn from them. You can learn from them. They have great shows to watch. However, all I'm saying is remember that they are entertainment. That's what the purpose of YouTube primarily is. There's a lot of stuff for education. I try to give education. I try to also give some entertainment. But those guys definitely are talking and entertainers. We don't talk about their certificates. There's not any kind of certifications, qualifications, basically different things that you might want to actually look for when you're looking for a financial advisor. Now, I have some certifications. I have some Series 63, 65 licenses, real estate license, done a whole bunch of different things as an investment advisor representative in the past. I don't do that anymore, but have some of that knowledge gained from extra training and from extra certifications and testing and licensing and that sort of thing. But again, I'm not an attorney and I'm not a CPA, so I guide people to talk to some of the other people who are out there who can give them more expert advice in those areas. If you're going to talk to somebody who is a financial advisor, there's a whole bunch of different certifications that they can have too. Again, you've got an alphabet soup, of different financial advisors you can have. But watch out for the person who says, hey, I'm a financial advisor and you should listen to me. I'll make you millions. When you're looking at your whole financial picture and your financial life, you have to have a lot of people who are involved because they're experts in different areas for a reason. You have a real estate expert, you have a law expert, and they could be real estate law, divorce law, wills, probates, they have the expertise in that certain thing. Look out for the person who's got the expertise and follow their advice a lot more than you're going to follow just somebody who's a random YouTuber. And I don't care if that's me or Graham or Kevin or Minority Report, basically we are giving information. That's what we're doing. It's giving information. And I am trying to give you some information that you can use on what to look for and what to think about when you're looking at some of this stuff. Financial advisors, because of their certificates or their knowledge or their training, are not necessarily the best ones to go to either. You still want to talk to somebody about stocks. Stockbrokers always made their money in the past by advising you to buy a stock that they were going to make money on, and every single time you traded, every single time that you did any kind of a buy or a sell, that stockbroker would make money. They used to do a thing called churning, and churning meant using your account, telling you to buy this, sell that, buy this, sell that, buy this, sell that, not necessarily for your benefit, but because they would make money on it, right? And then they would churn your account, like churning butter, right? We would have that whole thing, churning the butter, churning the milk to make it into butter. They would churn your account, keep moving it until they could turn it into something that was for their financial gain. Same thing with a lot of people who sell annuities or insurance policies, definitely financial advisors who are paid by other companies for referring them or getting them to business, as opposed to a fee-based advisor. They're getting paid by the company, right? That's not a bad thing either. If you don't have the money to pay a fee-based financial advisor, who is one of the important people in the zoo, then it's really okay to talk to somebody who is paid by the companies that have the products that they're selling. But, and here's a big but, make sure you look at everything. Whoops. Make sure you look at everything with a keen eye. Look at everything and everybody with a keen eye. You have to examine things very closely. And I wouldn't recommend necessarily going with somebody and having drinks over that. Oh, wait. That's my candle. That's a candle. But, if you're going to have drinks with somebody, do that. But don't discuss your finances with them over drinks. You don't know if they're sober and if they're thinking right. And they might not get you to think right either.